Our next guests are returning, I think, finalists for the Family Business Association of the Year Awards for 2014. It's the first generation. It's Wineland-Thomson Adventures. And, of course, then I'm talking to Judi Wineland and Rick Thomson.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. It's nice to be back again.
Welcome back. Is this your second time as a finalist?
It is.
Good for you. Why don't you tell our listeners, just in case, because now we're on the internet full-time with an app, what Wineland-Thomson Adventures is?
Well, we're a specialized travel company that we do a couple of different things. I suppose the first thing I should talk about is our Tanzania safaris to East Africa. And we not only sell and market these products here in the US, but we also operate in Tanzania. And that means that we have our own guides and vehicles and camps, and we meet you at the airport, and we take care of you throughout the safari.
The other part of the company is Thomson Family Adventures, where we actually take families to exotic vacations, to exotic destinations, anywhere from Peru, Costa Rica, Argentina, Vietnam, Tanzania, South Africa, all over the world as a family, time to be together and get away together.
Now, do you just arrange them, or do you go on them as well?
We don't, well, we used to go on them with our children, actually, almost, every waking moment. Any time we could get on a plane and take them with us, we did. But right now, we're not actually going on the trips with the families.
Are there limitations to who can go on these types of adventures in terms of health or age or anything like that?
I would say no. No, if you're keen, you should go.
Now, you're two people who turned a love and a hobby into a vocation, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that whole evolution?
I'm originally from New Zealand, and when you live in a far corner of the planet, I think you tend to look out and travel. And I found myself adventuring in Africa, and wound up in East Africa, in Kenya and Tanzania, and meanwhile, Judi.
Yeah, no, I came via a different route. My route actually was, I had the first taste of travel when I was about 18 years old. I think it was about 18 years old, and I went off with the USO with a guitar to entertain the troops in Vietnam, Korea, Guam, Philippines. And I thought, oh my gosh, look at this unbelievable world out here. I'd never traveled outside the US, and here I was in these outrageous places. And it really gave me the total passion for thinking of traveling. And through a long series of getting out and traveling, I ended up starting a company, and then we met and we started our own company together, Wineland-Thomson Adventures, Inc.
So what makes Wineland-Thomson special for the traveler?
Well, I think one of the things that really sets us apart is that in Tanzania, we own our own ground operation there. So that means we have our own guides and vehicles, and we're an operating company there with offices and so on. We employ about 100 people in that company, and so we can not only sell and market our products here in the US, but we also operate. We don't have a middleman that does that for us.
You know, what we do is entrepreneurs, and as in most people do, is they manage, and micromanage is that very popular word that how you micromanage kind of the details. And because we can do that across the board, especially in Tanzania, we can control everything that we do, and that means it's good.
Where's the business going in the future? What's the? Do you have any ambitions to do something different with it, to grow it to a certain level?
Well, last year, Tanzania, for the first time, reached 1 million visitors. And Boston, this city of Boston, got 22 million last year, And so even after being in business in Tanzania for 30 years, tourism there is still in its infancy. And there are places, everyone wants to go to the Serengeti National Park. There are places called, like the Selous Game Reserve. It's 50,000 square kilometers. The largest game reserve, not just in Tanzania, but in all of Africa, and most people haven't heard of it. Selous. So it's our future. So there's a huge future in this country, and tourism it's in its infancy.
This is your second application for the Family Business Awards. How did you feel when you realized you were a finalist again? We have almost double or triple the applicants this year that we had other years, so it was a much more competitive situation than ever before. You didn't know that?
No, didn't know that.
Real feather in our hats. Yeah, no, it's wonderful to for people to recognize what we're doing. It's marvelous.